back to you as the day progresses and as we get to know more about this important meeting between Mohammed bin Salman and the Prime Minister of India, who is in Jeddah at this point in time. All right, let me once again rope in General Siwach into this conversation. General Siwach, the civic cooperation and the people-to-people connect is pretty much evident when it comes to India and Saudi Arabia. Ambassador Manju Seth also pointed out in the beginning that there is a large segment of Indians who live in Saudi Arabia, who contribute towards their GDP. They contribute towards India's FDI as well. But if you see Saudi Arabia and India as countries that are trying to progress in similar directions, which similarities do you think that both these nations will get along on the most? Is it defense? Is it economic affairs? Is it these commercial corridors? What, according to you, is going to be the priority?
Yeah, Vineet, first of all, no doubt about as on today, 27 lakh Indians are working there in Saudi Arabia and contributing to the GDP of the Saudi Arabia, and also sending a remittance about $5 to $6 billion back in India. Now, as far as India and Saudi concerned, as on today, Saudi Arabia is a very important energy security provider. It is giving us energy almost about 25% of our need. There is no doubt our relationship are now growing, because as far as oil is concerned, it is not going to remain more than about 2 or 3 decades, and that Saudi also know, and therefore the focus is now shifting on economy. It is basically infrastructure. It is also in terms of development, in terms of science and technology, defense, space, also on artificial intelligence. So now, as far as India and Saudi Arabia is concerned, we want that both the countries should able to invest in each other country. And India provide a huge market to Saudi, and Saudi focus is shifting basically in time to come from oil to economic activity. Now, as far as this India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor, this, as we discussed, that it was basically signed in G20 meeting, this proposal came. This is basically to counter the Belt Road Initiative of China, but this provides a huge opportunity for India, Middle East and Europe. This is the shortest route going from India to Middle East and then to Europe. And once it will be operational, 10 to 12% of the world trade will go through this. And you will find that the trade activity will be improving basically from India to Middle East and then going to Europe, and not only to 2-3 countries in Europe, then the whole Europe will be covered. And this got a setback after Israel, Hamas, Israel Houthi rebels, conflict, Israel-Iran relation which have strained. But India is now trying to push it, and again wanted that it should become a ground reality. Once India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor become a ground reality, it is going to be a game changer, and the focus will shift from oil to economy. And that's why we are saying we are going to become a strategic partner and an ally partner in defense also. There is a chance now coming on that India and Saudi Arabia will coordinate and cooperate and manufacturing, including your combat aircraft, combat helicopter, jointly in India. So I suppose now the focus is shifting from energy security to economic activity, especially in defense. Science, agriculture is another thing which is a place where we can collaborate. And since we provide them a huge market, there is a lot of chance for basically Saudi companies to come and invest. Remember that in G20 meeting, the diplomats of Saudi and UAE have also visited Srinagar, and they have promised to invest about 400 crore rupees in hospitality industry. So they are looking toward India. The relationship are there to stay. The relationship are of a strategic value. We want to also sign a free trade agreement with Saudi. I think that is also building up once we signed it, because as on today, our trade is about $43 billion. And this is of course quite a good number, but India and Saudi wants it to increase to about $100 billion in another 2-3 years. And there is a lot of scope and lots of scope in to enhance the trade in terms of agriculture, defense, science and technology, also on artificial intelligence. This is the mantra. I suppose both the countries want to coordinate and cooperate, and no doubt